The motivation for this video was the Kelly Thomas incident.
Kelly Thomas now, a California man who was homeless and schizophrenic who was allegedly beaten to death by 6 Fullerton police officers.
Now, I don't believe the officers in the Kelly Thomas incident are representative of law enforcement in general. 2 adequately trained officers should be able to subdue a non-compliant person. They received all the training they needed to put handcuffs on him in the police academy, and at any time they could have arrested Kelly Thomas and put handcuffs on him. Have been deployed into Operation Enduring Freedom and Operation Iraqi Freedom. I served in 2nd Ranger Battalion, 75th Infantry. While deployed in combat operations in Iraq and Afghanistan, it was my job to arrest terrorists, or apprehend terrorists, if you will. And I never had to beat a man to death.
Like many people, I was very saddened. And it got me curious if we couldn't use the tools that I study in Jiu Jitsu to arrest and restrain somebody safely. So I've been training in Jiu Jitsu at All American for about a little over a year. So I'm by no means an expert in the techniques that you'll be seeing today. So we'd like to demonstrate how accessible these are and how somebody of reasonable skill in these techniques can use them effectively. The people, the suspects, as we're going to call them, have been encouraged to resist 100%. And our goal is to arrest them without hurting them. So they have a blank check to use whatever force they see fit. We, on the other hand, have to control ourselves and make sure that we subdue them without injury to themselves or to us.
They're gonna have a fight to take me down. I've been fighting my whole life. I got 4 older brothers. Used to get my ass kicked when I was younger, and tired of that, so I don't get my ass kicked anymore.
I'm gonna hurt you, buddy.
Let him go. Let him go, man.
Let him go.
Let him go, man. Let him go.
There you go. Keep it flat.
Give me your hand, man. Give me your hand. It's gonna be all over easy, man. Give me your hand. Give me your hand. Give me your hand, brother. Give me your hand. Give me your hand.
Fuck you guys.
I wanna hurt you, man. Just give me your hand. Just give me your hand, man. Fuck you. Just give me your hand. It's gonna be all over soon, man. I have to have any pain. Just give me your hand.
Fuck you.
Give me your hand, man. Give me your hand, man. Give me your hand. I don't like doing this, man. I don't like doing this.
Fuck. Fuck. You got it.
Give me your hand. Give me your hand.
All right, you got it. All right. You got it. You need help me up. Fuck.
Give me your hand. Palms facing each other.
What? All right.
Unlock your fingers, man. Need your other wrist.
Dude, that's it. I can't bend no more.
Okay.
Fuck.
Can you get it?
Yeah. Good.
Okay.
Hold on, hold on.
Flex cuffs.
Hold on.
Flex cuffs.
Stay there, man. Stay there.
Flex cuffs.
Stay there.
Flex cuffs.
Stay there.
Touch it to this.
You guys got it.
Give me your hand. Put your fingers through this, man.
What?
Put your fingers through this. Get your thumb through. It's too tight.
One more. One more.
No grip.
You gotta do it quicker, man. Can't fucking breathe.
Good.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
Well, I wish I would have kept it up on the feet a little bit longer. I would have had a better chance. Got a little winded. These guys are in good shape, but fuck, I want to do it again, man. These guys are good. They did their job. I gotta give it to them, man. I ain't never been taken down before.
Well, today I'm going to be resisting arrest. I'm mostly weightlifting right now, but I do get in and roll jiu-jitsu, little MMA here and there, mostly training, jiu-jitsu training, so ground training. All that weightlifting in the gym isn't to look pretty, so hopefully it really works.
Give me your hands. Give me your hands. That's what I do. The other hand.
The other hand.
All right, man.
As I was throwing one punch, I had another person on top of me right away, so instead of throwing punches, I think I'd rather have my hands up blocking people. Oh, I'll feel it tomorrow, definitely, but right now my neck's a little sore. It was good he had his knee in the back of my neck because I was going to start headbutting back, but I couldn't even then. I don't even believe they threw a punch at me when I threw numerous punches at them, and they were still able to come and take me down, no problem. No batons, no tasers were necessary. And I mean, I believe I'm a little larger than the average guy. I'm 6'2", 215. These guys took me down, no problem, so.
I very much intend on hitting somebody. I recognize the advantage of grappling, but it's just a big advantage to be able to hit somebody when they're not allowed to hit you.
calm it down now.
Give me your hands. Hands.
Hands, man. Your hands. Your hands, man. Your hands, man.
Okay. Hands. Hands. Give them up. Hands.
Put it back.
Again, breathe. I can't breathe. Just give me your hands. We're almost done. I can't breathe. We're almost done. Just give me your hands. Take it easy. We're almost done. Okay, all done.
Just leave him like that for a while. This is for you.
I must admit I was a little nervous this morning. I'm really happy with how it went. There's always a puncher's chance. We had some big guys in here. There's always a risk that they land a lucky punch. But we stuck to a few basic principles: attack on angles, close the distance very quickly, and keep the pressure on them. And did exactly what we were taught, and it worked out. I've only been at this for about a year, so I'm by no means an expert at this, but I just stuck to the principles, and they worked.
There were 3 guys that outweighed our students. Almost combined weight almost outweighed them. But anyhow, no, they did an outstanding job. I'm very proud of them. It was very hard for me to stand back and watch, and I thought they did great.
Yeah, I think it would have been very easy to have Coach Briston come in and do this. His martial arts experience far exceeds all of ours. He could have came in and slam dunked it, but instead we decided to stick with students who have a modest amount of experience, year to a year and a half. So I think it shows that what we accomplished today is totally attainable by somebody who's capable of giving a couple days a week, 2-3 days a week. You can accomplish this level of skill. Techniques are just simple and straightforward, and there's not a whole lot to it. You just got to practice it.
There were punches being thrown. One of my guys actually got thrown onto the tile, and I was really happy that nobody got hurt. And we accomplished this with 2 guys each. Now, law enforcement obviously has much more at their disposal, but 2 guys, proof's in the pudding.
I think in the Kelly Thomas incident, there was at least 4 people at one time laying hands on that guy. And I think if they would have attended a seminar like the one we're planning on hosting, they could have subdued, arrested, and taken Kelly Thomas to a mental health facility without injury.
This level of proficiency is attainable for anybody who's a jiu-jitsu student. Anybody who trains in jiu-jitsu consistently can achieve this level of proficiency. Again, though, these are perishable skills. If you do not keep these up, if you aren't consistently training with these on a weekly basis, they're going to go away. They're going to diminish. It's very, very important for the law enforcement community to realize the deficiency there and fill it.
Another point we'd like to make is that there are competent, responsible law enforcement officers that do this every day, multiple times a day, and it never gets any attention because they do their job correctly. Some officers don't have those skills. There are some that seek them out on their own. They go and train judo, they go and train jiu-jitsu, and they do it at their own cost. They sacrifice their own personal time, and they go and develop these skills. we don't think that's fair. We think law enforcement officers should be paid. We think they should be encouraged, and they should be presented with the opportunity to do this kind of training at the taxpayer's expense, because that's ultimately who's benefiting from it, is the taxpayer. When police have these skills, it makes everybody safer.
I believe that the state of California or our local cities ought to make training and grappling mandatory for their law enforcement officers. If you know the Kelly Thomas family and you know who his father, Ron Thomas, was, you would really appreciate how tragic this is. Kelly Thomas's father, Ron Thomas, dedicated a significant amount of his life to the law enforcement. He achieved a black belt in Jiu Jitsu, and he became a black belt Jiu Jitsu instructor. I believe that if more police officers in the law enforcement community were like Sensei Ron Thomas, that incidents like this would be few and far between.